All right, guys, it's Tuesday, April the 28th, 10:02 in the morning. Getting an early start. That's good. Not really. I've got a doctor's appointment this afternoon, so I'm gonna have to get out of here early. So I thought I'd get in here and do battle with this rear fender. A few people that's been following along, you notice there's something missing. Remember the last video or so I showed you I sold the Corvette, and the only other thing that was up was the Harley Davidson. Well. Another fine mess I've gotten myself into. Just kidding. I couldn't do it, guys. I'm keeping her. Really do like this bike. And I've got some great adventures I want to go on. So one pretty soon. So we're going to have some work to do to this thing too. Mainly with the seat. That's coming pretty soon. Anyhow, I took it down yesterday. I actually had a guy I think that was going to buy it, but he never called me back, so oh well. That was his chance. Next thing I'm going to get on is Gold Wing. I haven't put it on yet, but as it's looking right now, that may be the next thing and only thing I'm going to sell. The Jeep I'm still having a hard time parting with. I really like my Jeep out there. So let's get busy on the bug this morning. Alright guys, I started looking for my co-worker and he is missing. And look where I found him. I guess my little talk with him last time got him in the spirit. He's back here planning out the motor. He said he would get with me once we get to it, but he thinks he's got it all figured out. So I did find it was much easier to take these fenders off by taking the wheel off. It's exactly like last time. One of them almost fell off my hands. The other two were tight, and then the last one, oh my god, it was tight. So I go all loose, and let me jack this thing up and get this tire off. Alright guys, well, I got the running board off. It was a battle. I did have one bolt that broke, but I think I can still get it with some vice grips. And then this one just won't budge, so I may heat it up a little bit. But it does seem like the rocker's pretty good shape. It looks nasty, but it feels like it's in decent shape. So we'll have to check more on it. I think we'll have to replace them. That's good. If I'm lucky, I can get that one out. I believe I can get this one a little more work. It's kind of rounded off. Now onto the fender. Oh, yeah, I love these fenders. They're a nightmare. I'll be back. Well, alright guys, I got it off. I was shocked at first. The first three bolts I took off came right out, and I was like, oh my god. And then after that, all the rest of them fought me and broke and you name it. Same typical stuff. Haven't really had a chance to look it over very good, but I think the body's pretty solid, which is what I was hoping. I'll look down in there a little bit. But anyhow, I've got a doctor's appointment here very shortly. So I'm fixing to call it quits for the day and go in and get cleaned up. And then I'll start back on this tomorrow. We'll see how well it turns out.
The following Thursday.
It's Thursday, April the 30th, about 3:10 in the afternoon. Whew. It's a little warm out here. It has been raining here hard. So I'm getting a late start, but I think the wife's going to be late getting home. She's got to run this afternoon, so I think we're in good shape. Well, we finished off on this side, and I spared you the grunting and all that with me putting this tire back on, and jacking this side up and getting it ready to go. Thank goodness this is the last of the fenders. I'm going to try a completely different way this time. I'm sure you VW purists will not like this, but I don't really care. I'm hoping that I'm just going to take a saw and cut down it so I can get better access to these bolts. It was on the last back when I broke a ton of bolts, and I'm going to see if I can stop that, but I don't know if it'll help it at all. But it makes seeing what I'm doing a lot easier. So let me get at it, just so you'll see the power of the saw. Well guys, that was quick. I guess we'll find out now if the bolts come out easier or not. I'll let you know. Alright guys, I survived through that. Still got a couple more to go. All of them broke. Every single one of them. I think there's 2 left that's spinning, so I'm gonna have to cut those loose. Maybe just one. No, there's 2. They're spinning. I can't get to the back of them. Yeah, I still got the running board to do. And all this garbage, man. This thing is rusty, and the body itself though does seem to be pretty good. I'll get more into that a little bit down here, but not too bad. In a little bit later video. Alright guys, success, if you want to call it that. I got the running board off. Every bolt either broke or still in there. I'm thinking I may get some vice grips on them and get them out, but it's not looking good. Got the new little vacuum out, and I'm just going to clean up this mess real quick, and then we'll see what we can get into to tear up next. Alright, I'm getting ready to shut her down for the night. Pretty much stripped down on the outside. I'm going to go completely strip down the doors, everything. All the glass, everything like that. Definitely coming out. I think what I'm going to do now is start on the next episode of the interior. I want to get this cleaned out and see what my floors look like. From underneath they look pretty good, but you never know from in here. Alright guys, I'm interrupting this part 2 because I've got a question. A couple people have brought it up to my attention that this is not a 1964 Volkswagen Bug. Okay, for y'all don't know, like I don't know, by this being at a little bit of an angle, that pretty well tells you this was built after 64. And the windshield's bigger. Since I don't know what a 64 windshield looks like, I'm assuming yes, they were correct, and this is bigger. It is titled in 64, which is pretty common. But I'm just trying to find out if anybody knows how to tell what year this is. Like I said, I'm going to strip it down. It looks like all the VIN numbers are gone. There's one supposed to be down in here, but I think that's got rusted away. And then there's one in the back. I don't have my headlight on now, but you'll have to trust me. I don't see it back in here. Then I think there's another one up by the shifter. I'm also wondering, is it possible, because I heard the guy had put new floor pans in it, and maybe he put a 1964 body, pan, and then this is a 65 or 66 body. I don't know. What can I look at to tell me the difference? Or is there a way to know? Because the reason I'm asking is I gotta order parts pretty soon and I don't know what to order. I know there's a big difference between the 64 and the 65 as far as parts go. It seemed like that the 65 and 66 are about the same, so I think I'll be okay if I order like 65 parts. Obviously I'm gonna order a few just to make sure everything fits, but I really would like to know what it is. And also that the title seems to be pretty normal on these things, being off a year or two, because they had different ways of doing it back in the day. So that's not a big concern of mine, and I didn't buy this because I wanted it to be a big time reseller or something like that. This is just a personal car for me, basically to learn and experiment on. I'm getting old. And I did pick a 64 because I was born in 1964. But that's not a big deal, guys. So far the car looks pretty good, so if y'all can give me any help, let me know. All right, back to part 2. Just a quick bonus. I see some more glasses down in here. I can't believe these things made the ride from Jackson to here. Oh, they're just my style. You know who they might fit? Let's see. Well, sorta. They look pretty stylish on George. They're awful dirty though. All right, talk to you later, guys.